school, and I was like, okay, so is it really like that on set? Like, do you really hear? Okay, and we're live in 5, 4. I just wanted to know because I can't remember what he said. I think I actually asked him on an episode, so
that seems more like a live TV, like Good Morning America thing.
Yeah,
that's true. Maybe. I wonder if they actually start recording in that like silent part. I wonder if that's why they go silent. You think?
I don't know.
I think it's probably just to make sure there's no overlap when they do start.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
The quandaries of the mind, I suppose. All right.
Quandaries of the modern age.
Exactly. Let's get started with all of the fun. Ooh. Oh, last thing. All right, there we go. Now I'm ready for real. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Think You Know. This is your co-host, Aubyn.
And Shaylin.
And we are the Afro-Latinos, and she's, I guess, +1. Cheney is off for the night. Cheney is actually at the movies right now, probably watching Doctor Strange, I think. So I'm excited to hear his recap of that. But we're here, and we have the hosts and creators of the 1000 Wives of Weird podcast. And I have to know, because I don't know, before you guys introduce yourselves individually, where did the name 1000 Wives of Weird come from?
Okay, so this is a name I've had for a bit. For years, I've had a couple projects named 1000 Wives of Weird. I had a blog. My idea is like, imagine a sultan and he has a harem. He has 1,000 wives.
Wow.
In every movie we cover, we're presenting him with a wife. It is the wife of weird.
I see. So, will the podcast continue until you've reached 1,000? And then
Yes.
So
yes.
the 1,000th episode is where we say, okay, all the wives are done. Moving on with life.
Exactly. And if we don't reach 1,000 episodes, our ghost will do it. We won't be able to rest. And like
a continuous
Scooby-Doo and Vincent Price and a Hispanic child will have to come along and help us finish this.
And once we get to 1,000, no matter what, it doesn't matter if we still enjoy doing the show. It doesn't matter if we have more ideas. We're done.
Yeah,
the show is over.
No, if we reach 1,000 episodes, we should shut up.
And
if you reach 1,000 episodes, you are probably impeccably successful at the time with 1,000 episodes.
I mean, we're almost at 50, and no one listens to this show.
After, you just gotta get past that first, you just
No,
gotta...
for the first couple hundred.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you get past 500, I'll tell you what, it's all uphill from there.
You gotta put in that legwork. You gotta put in that legwork.
You can't all hit
really pound the pavement
right away. Yeah,
really pound the pavement.
I'm sure that Michael Bay's first movie that he ever directed wasn't a smash hit in the box office. So you got to get through
he
a
had
couple.
to make 3 Transformers before he really got it right.
Precisely. You got to. Sometimes you just have to mess up a couple times, and just you never know what's on the other side. Well, I am so happy to have our friends of the 1000 Wives of Weird, Brad and Billy. We'll take a second and let them introduce themselves. And Billy, because you're on the top of my screen right now, we're going to have you introduce yourself first. Take it away, my friend.
Hi, everybody. Like Aubyn said, my name is Billy. I'm Billy Martel, co-host of 1000 Wives of Weird podcast. Just a colossal ADHD nerd and absolutely obsessed with movies and pop culture ephemera, and very excited to be here and look at some posters maybe.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. And thank you so much, Billy. And coming to the stage, we got my boy Brad. Brad, welcome back to the show. But please introduce yourself to those who may not have.
I love seeing you in person. I love talking to you over the internet.
It is always a good time.
However we interact, it's wonderful.
It is always a good time.
I'm Brad Heffner, co-host of 1000 Wives of Weird, a podcast where we talk about weird, obscure, underloved movies, or movies that deserve to be underloved sometimes.
Poker
In
King.
the past month, two
Okay.
people have compared our show to Mystery Science Theater. So
Oh, interesting.
if you like this almost completely different thing, please check out our show.
Well, see, hey, and that's a widely popular. So if you just take
yeah.
that, and then
Yeah.
you're at least 501 wives now. If you're getting that comparison, I mean, you're setting yourself up for some success here, my friend.
Oh, I know. And that's what I came on. I say it's because of friendship. This is all about the hustle. This is all about the hustle.
All about the hustle.
Listen, I
All
get
about
it.
that grind.
If there's nothing I respect, it is the hustle. Hey, I appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining
First time we
once
met.
again.
You walked up to me, extended your hand, said, "My name is Aubyn Johnson. I'm all about that hustle."
I think
and
we
that's
have
when I
different
knew
recollections.
that you were all about that hustle.
I think we have different recollections of our first encounter.
Well,
But I
unfortunately,
like your
there's no
story.
video.
I like your
You
story
won't
much
know.
better, I must admit.
Brad, what I really admire about you is your insight about people. Just upon meeting him, what gave it away that he was all about that hustle?
He didn't have scoliosis.
Apparently, and that's all it takes. I know a lot of people about scoliosis, so I must know a lot of people who are about that hustle. Hey, I respect it. Dear God, thank you, Lord, for this day. All right, well, we have won't he do it, won't he will? Yes, sir.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
Brad, any churchy sayings you want to throw in there? And going back to the show,
And also with you.
We have got a phenomenal episode ahead, so we are getting ready to kick things off. Let's do this thing the right way, the only way we know how. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You can hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm here again.
I don't know why all of us were making hand motions instead of just saying Aubyn.
No, you.
That's
Yeah, no. It was. I love it. I love the give and go there. No one said
Yeah.
anything, even though I was the one that couldn't be heard. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything important anyway, so let's just get started with the show. Welcome everyone to a wonderful episode of You Think You Know. Tonight's episode, because we have the 1,000 Lives of Weird with us, and we have some cinephiles, if you will, some real true movie lovers. I decided to make this show just for them. Tonight's episode is called You Think You Know Movie Posters. So we watch a lot of movies, but how often do we actually pay attention to the poster that someone
Never.
spent a lot of time making and producing for the
All
film?
the time.
So this is going to be very intriguing. I'm very excited. So let me let everybody know, who's the listeners at home, as well as our contestants, how the show works. If this is your first time with us, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so happy to have you here. You Think You Know is a trivia show where we find out how much you think you know about a topic. And so tonight's topic, as I've said, is movie posters. So the goal of today is to be able to identify some movie posters for some pretty popular movies. I don't think that there's any movie here that isn't inherently popular at some point in time. And so your job will be, there will be 15 of them that you're going to see. They're distorted, so it's not going to be as clear as you might like it to be. You're going to see a distorted image on the screen, and you will have 30 seconds to tell us what movie you think is on the screen. you are going to be able to submit your guesses by following the link on the screen, which is crowd.live, and enter the code 3DDKA. Again, that is crowd, CROWD, .live, LIVE. Enter the code 3DDKA to join and play right along with Billy and Brad, and your answers will be shared during the episode as well.
Come play with us. Come play with us.
You just
What
gave
an
me
honor
another
for you.
episode. You just gave me another episode. Taglines from movies.
Ooh, I like that.
See,
I like that a lot.
Gosh, I love other geniuses who just give me ideas. This is just gonna be great. So there are 15...
You're the only one genius enough to be wearing the purple brain here.
Thank you so much. I do my best. So there will be 15 posters, and you will have 30 seconds each poster to tell me what the movie is. At the end of that 30 seconds, Shaylin is going to tell us the submissions. So make sure you submit on your phone on that website your answer, so you have a shot at giving an answer. At the end of that 30 seconds, we will check in on those answers and let you know how you're doing. And the job is to find out who knows more about movie posters. There is a bonus round, but I'll cover the bonus round a little bit later. Are there any questions right now?
No, sir.
All right.
No.
Remember, audience, you can join at crowd.live. Enter the code 3DDKA. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. We appreciate you being here. Let's get this show started with question number 1. All right, I suppose it's not really a question, but poster number 1. Here we go.
Oh.
30 seconds. Spelling does not count, by the way.
Turn down the volume on my phone so...
Is the music too loud? Can everyone hear everything okay? We're all good?
Yeah.
I can hear everything.
15 seconds remaining. What movie poster is depicted on the screen? Those of you who are audio-only listeners, I'm so sorry. Check us out on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch to follow along and play along after the fact. So, time is up. Shaylin, can you let us know how things went? Give us the breakdown.
We only have one answer.
Someone forgot to submit.
No. Two people.
Oh, they both submitted the same answer. Got it.
And both said Midsummer. No.
And Cheney, you're not supposed to have phones during the movies, man. You gotta get it together, brother. But the correct answer is Midsummer. Congratulations to everyone involved. You all have got question number 1 correct. Congratulations. What gave it away?
That's the poster for Midsummer.
Yeah. Also, like,
Perfect.
Brad and I have an obsession with folk horror movies just in general lately, and Midsommar was one of the first ones that we were.
You're welcome to join us, Cheney. But
Janie's defending his honor. But it was just we love Midsommar and The Wicker Man and stuff like that. So we talk about this movie a lot.
Well,
We argue about this movie a lot.
That too.
fair enough.
I respect Chaney's boundaries. I respect Chaney.
It sometimes it just be like that. All right. So everyone's got the question number 1 correct. Way to go. Let's move on to number 2 and see if it was as easy for you as the second or the first poster. So here we go with poster number 2. About 15 seconds left.
You're unfortunately picking all movies that Billy and I both
love and talk about a lot. But we'll see if that sticks around here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Time is up. Shaylin, hit us with the breakdown.
2 votes for Silence of the Lambs.
And Cheney also says Silence of the Lambs with a question mark because he wasn't sure But that is the correct answer. This movie is indeed Silence of the Lambs. Cheney, just a reminder, you can play along at crowd.live. Enter the code 3DDKA or keep playing in the comments. We love that too. Alrighty. Good job, everybody, on question number 2 with the second poster. Let's see if you've paid attention to this one. I'm very intrigued to see if you'll get it. Poster number 3. 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
Let's see how you do. We are at a tie game. Any ideas so far, gentlemen?
Yes. You almost got me with this one.
That sounded very confident.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining. Let's see if the confidence is paid off. All right. Time's up. Shaylin.
All right, we have one vote for 50% Bohemian Rhapsody, and then another vote for 50% for Belle.
Ooh. Who submitted what answer? I'm intrigued to know.
I said Belle. It's like an anime movie that came out recently. It was literally the only thing I could think of, aside from My Little Pony.
I don't think I've heard of Belle. It sounds cool though.
Just the name?
Just the name, and I like anime, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
but I guess Bohemian Rhapsody because I realize that there's a bit of a mustache there and the glare off of the sunglasses.
There is both of those things, and it is also the correct answer. This movie is none other than Bohemian Rhapsody. How do you feel about this movie? Is this also an equally loved? Have either of you seen it?
I have seen it. And no, this is not a movie that I love as much as either of the previous entries.
There was I often go to see movies with Billy. Sometimes Billy's wife Kaylee comes along.
Yeah,
I remember I was in the theater with those two, and the trailer for this movie came on, and both of them were very excited. And I had reached a stage in my life where I was done like crapping on people who were excited about things, but at the same time I was like, it's not going to be a good movie.
You were right, and it was to I will just say it was way worse than I could have ever dreamed.
Oh wow!
Like it was so bad.
I know you come to my window at night, tapping on it, crying about Bohemian. You've been through this
every night,
every
night.
Moon. Every full moon.
It has certainly turned into a horror movie. Although it was not a horror movie at its outset. It is apparently now a little bit of a horror for you, Brad. All right. With that answer, Billy takes the lead. The score is 3-2, heading into movie poster number 4. The next movie is one of my favorites. So let's see if you get this one. Question, poster number 4, 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
I mean, I think it can't get more obvious than that, but this is just got one of my favorite cinematic moments, or rather, not favorites, but funniest. Gotta love
it. Can be
one.
both.
Could be.
I'd love to hear what that moment is after the review.
Oh, it's one of the funniest moments in the movie. But Billy, I have to know, speaking of hilarious movies that people should watch, did you ever watch Nacho Libre? Did you get a chance?
No, we talked about it a little bit the last time I was talking with you about Poker King.
With the jocks. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I only just recently saw Napoleon Dynamite earlier this year, and I loved it. So I'm willing to give it a shot.
But I figured when we eventually, hopefully, have you on the show, Nacho Libre will be your movie.
Oh, I can't wait. That it is.
I think that sounds incredible.
It's one of my favorites.
Because when we talked about this before, sorry to deviate from the game.
This is what we do. You're all
like when we have guests, I want them to bring on movies that mean something to them.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it's just homework. Like, hey, watch this weird piece of crap.
Yeah, right.
But so the only other film I had in mind for you was a movie called The Thing with Two Heads.
Well, that sounds
where
phenomenal.
NFL star Rosie Greer gets his head grafted to the body of a wealthy old racist.
So it's like Dog Welder Man from the DC universe, but worse. Do you know Dog Welder?
But with racism, and they overcome their racism to be a two-headed monster.
That is just touching. It's truly a story of the American dream, where two heads become better than
this
one.
is
Yeah.
This is what Medgar Evers wanted.
For sure. Let's just get rid of those. What a very fascinating. Thank you for sharing. Anyway, let's get back to the question. The poster number 4. Shaylin, hit us with the breakdown, please.
Cheney in the comments says, 40-year-old virgin, duh. I've never heard of that movie before, but that was his guess. And then 40-year-old virgin on the thing from 2 people.
Shaylin, you've never seen 40-year-old virgin?
I've never seen 40-year-old virgin, duh.
I see. I can see how that would be problematic. Yeah, I've never seen that one either. But I have seen the 40-year-old virgin, and that is the correct answer. To me, one of the funniest moments of that movie, Brad, is when Steve Carell is getting ready for the date, and he's getting his chest waxed.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson! Yeah, oh yeah.
Just the famous scene.
I'm super fond of let's go get some French toast.
Oh, what a great time. It's Steve Carell at his best. Alrighty, so everyone got that one correct, so we're going to move on to poster number 5. Let's see how you do with this one. 30 seconds on the clock.
It's weird because I'm pretty sure I'm the oldest person in this room. This
Most definitely.
virtual room. So it's like, I remember being 12 years old watching this. The rest of you were barely out of short pants.
Oh, not short pants. Oh, time is up. I'm intrigued to see your answer because I don't know if you know what you're. Let's see, Shaylin. Hit us with the breakdown, Shaylin. Let us know how this went.
Otis really had to put his opinion in.
Right. Thank you,
We have 50% for Matrix, and then 50% for The Matrix, and then Cheney says Matrix.
Oh, well, in that case, the correct answer is The Matrix. So, how old is The Matrix?
I think it was 1999. So I would have been 11.
Oh yeah, so I was 3, and definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm thinking like, does he thinking it's the Terminator or what's the? Because that's like well before my time. I wasn't trying to call you that old intentionally. It was just.
No, I understand.
I didn't realize how old The Matrix was. I think is the problem.
Okay.
See, I am the antithesis of what you might call a cinephile. I do not watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I much prefer TV because it changes much more frequently than a movie does.
It does.
So I just like the diversity that TV offers.
Well, thank God you were born when you were, because old TV used to be wheel spinning crap.
Yeah.
And thank God that he brought me here in the right time. All right. Go ahead.
God has a plan for all of us. God's plan for Aubyn was, let's give this man some good TV.
That's right. That's right. He's going to have a podcast someday. He needs it.
I remember thinking when I was a kid. Yeah.
Go ahead, Billy.
Sorry, I was just saying, I remember thinking when I was a kid, when I first saw The Matrix, thinking, oh, this is in the same universe as the Terminator movies. Because they both deal with a machine apocalypse. They both involve sunglasses and a lot of people wearing leather. And I was just like, okay, so these are in the same universe. Just immediately.
Well, there we go. I think you can make that argument. I've never seen either movie, so it
really.
I'll just trust you.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, I really have not watched. There are really a lot of movies that I have not watched.
Yeah. Watch what you want to watch. Like that's.
And also
Yeah.
the Matrix.
man.
and also the yeah, you have full license to watch anything you want as long as you also watch it. All right, let's see how you do on this next one. I'm very intrigued to see the score. I believe is 5-4. Is that the correct answer? Going
Yes.
into number 6. All right.
Oh, I
5 to
completely
4.
forgot to keep track.
Say it's a good
Oh, I've
thing.
been keeping
Shaylin's
track
on it.
of my
Brad
loss.
will never
Okay.
forget. He will
Cool,
never
cool.
forget.
All right.
All right, so let's move on to number 6. Again, another movie I haven't seen, but let's see how you do with this one.
Oh,
30 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
How does Google know?
how does Google know what?
Well, I started to type the name of the movie into Google, and it knew immediately what I was looking for. It knows my mind. All right, 30 seconds is up. Shaylin, what's the breakdown on this one?
2 votes for Almost Famous.
Oh, 2 votes, which happen to be correct. Congratulations to you both.
And I
I
don't
typed.
think Billy's seen this movie,
Never seen it.
which shouldn't count.
Yeah, I've never seen this movie. It's a very famous poster.
2000 American comedy drama.
Yes.
I literally went to Google because I know nothing about the film because I've never seen it. I was 3.
It is. It's like very much targeted at millennial white men.
Well, you know,
Because it's all
my
about
niche, if
70s
you will.
classic rock.
Yes, my favorite genre of time. You know.
Oh, I can tell.
Being
Every
a
time we're
white man.
together, you always talk about Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Yep. Him and or that group and yeah. You can tell my naivety, if you will.
I'm just this is mostly a reference for Brad, but I'm just immediately flashing back to WKRP. Is like, oh, who's playing? What orchestra? Pink Floyd. Oh, okay.
I love when people call bands orchestras.
Yeah.
But aren't they though? Like, what is the technical? Maybe we got some music people in the audience. What is the definition of an orchestra as opposed to a band? What makes
I don't know,
difference?
but it's sort of an old timer way. Like everything was an orchestra back in the day. So like when the Beatles came out, they were like, well, "What's this crazy orchestra driving all the girls wild?"
I'm sorry. Unless your question is in the form of a pixelated poster, I'm not answering anything.
Good answer. Good. That's a great way to do it. Oh, and
I've seen Jeopardy. I know how this works.
I've definitely spelled orchestra wrong, by the way.
Oh, no.
We'll just ignore that. I spelled it in Spanish. That was the problem. Sometimes it just can't turn.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, the truth is I just spelled it wrong, but I think it's how you spell it in Spanish. So I'm gonna use the fact that we would spell it that way in Spanish to cover up the fact that I definitely spelled the word wrong. Yeah.
I'm not
See,
wrong. I'm bilingual.
Exactly.
Here's what I appreciate is we couldn't see how you spelled it, but you felt the need to perpetuate the ruse.
I just,
to save face.
I'm a man of the people, and I just want everyone to know that although
That's
it
what
is
we all say
infrequent,
about you, Aubyn, when you're not around. We just nudge each other in the sides and go like, "That Aubyn Johnson, man of the people."
I couldn't ask for much more.
Populist icon Aubyn Johnson.
Well, let's see if I'm still a man of the people after poster number 8. Let's see how you do with this one.
That's
30
7.
seconds. That's what I meant. Number 7. Thank you.
Since I've lost the lead, and it's unlikely that I can regain it honorably,
You never know.
I'm just hoping that Billy's ADHD kicks in, and just like
Well,
somehow like
Look at
Yeah.
all the pretty colors.
He's gonna go chase one of his cats around.
Yeah. Entirely likely.
You never know which one will trip someone up. Let's see. Time's up. Hit us with the breakdown, Shaylin. Where are we at?
2 votes for Moonlight.
No, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. The correct answer is La La Land. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is Moonlight. You're absolutely correct. It is Moonlight. I apologize.
Will never not be funny.
Not again. Oh God.
Never seen La La Land. Never seen Moonlight.
I've seen them both. I enjoyed them both.
Yes.
However, Moonlight was much more deserving of the award than La La Land was. Although the twist at the end of La La Land, I was intrigued by. I didn't see it coming. I was a little slow on the draw there, but check it out for yourself if you love movie musicals that are odd.
That are about who's the gentleman in that?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan actor.
About Ryan Gosling. At least from the trailers, it seemed like Ryan Gosling was really fixing jazz. Really going in there and really fixing the problems with jazz.
If you think about it, in a way, La La Land is a white savior movie.
Seems like,
just like with all other movies where the white man is the hero, he takes jazz, a dying art form, in the community, and just revitalizes it and makes everyone fall in love with it.
That's what it seemed like from the
they have
trailer, and I was like, I don't know that I'm here for it.
And they also cast a black man to be the guy who's ruining jazz.
There you go.
Oh, is that a thing that's happening?
That's a thing that's happening. It's who is this famous pop star? What was it?
It's been a while. Let's see.
White husband of that lady who's famous on Twitter, the model who does a lot of.
John Legend. John Legend is who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, John Legend plays a guy who he used.
Or John Legend. We can only figure out who he was once he mentioned Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's almost like Kim K.
Moonlight is an incredible movie, and it absolutely deserved the Oscar. Did not deserve to be mostly remembered as it wasn't La La Land, it was the other one.
Was that Steve Harvey that made that mistake, or was that a different award?
No, I don't think.
No.
We let Steve Harvey at the Oscars, Aubyn.
Yeah,
you never know.
You're misremembering is Steve Harvey was the one who
Family Feud to come in and announce Best Picture.
No, Steve Harvey messed up
someone's name, right?
Universe.
That's what it was.
He announced the wrong winner at the beauty pageant.
Yeah.
So who was the Oscars moment? Random person?
No, it was the two. Damn it! Is the guy who played Dick Tracy? He was in
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty. It was Warren Beatty, and there was another actress there, and he opened it and he didn't actually announce it. He opens it, and everyone thought he was having an old man moment where he was just very confused. But what he explained later is like, I pulled it out, and it was a card for a different award for La La Land. And I was so confused, and I turned to the actress who was up there with me, and I was like, what's going on? And she just picked it up and was like, okay, Warren, we need to get the show moving. She just pulled it out of his hands and just said, La La Land. And they got off stage. Again, her thinking that he was having an old man moment. And then it turned out, no, the wrong card was in the envelope. And
someone lost their job that day, for sure.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Definitely.
Yes, someone definitely did not make it back to the Oscars the next year.
Mm-hmm.
They have all year long. They wait for the Oscars to do their one job,
like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Christmas and the Oscars, equally important.
Santa Claus does both.
Indeed.
Santa Claus runs both.
Indeed.
Correct.
Well, moving right along. Let's see. Let's see how you do with number 8. Here we go. Poster number 8.
Oh.
the problem with this one, as I look at it, this is one of two people. I don't know. Does he look like someone else to you at all? I'll say who I'm thinking. I'll say who I'm thinking of after. Tom Selleck.
No.
Oh. No.
That almost feels racist. Like you're just like looking at this blurry image of a white person being like, yeah, Tom Selleck.
You know, it was, I don't know, and I truly don't know why that was the first name that came to my head. It was, I needed something that was absolutely far and away from what the actual thought in my mind was, and so Tom Selleck was the next best answer.
Tom Selleck is pretty far away from who this actually is, yeah.
Either one of the two people that I'm thinking of. So, Shaylin, time is up. Can you let us know the breakdown?
So, we have a draw. One vote for Ferris Bueller's Day Off without an apostrophe. And another vote for Ferris Bueller's Day Off with an apostrophe. And Jeannie is saying Ferris Boo something. Never seen that.
That is quite possibly my favorite movie. Although, in Jeannie's defense, I don't really think that anyone knows how to spell Bueller. Is it Bueller? Is there an H in it somewhere? Because honestly,
sure. And also, this is your favorite movie?
No, not even kind of. Not even.
Good.
I think I may have seen bits and pieces of it once. I'm not sure that I've ever watched it the whole time.
People love the movie. It's not good.
I'm not a.
It's well made. Ferris
Bueller is an awful person.
Oh yeah,
true. So this is the guy he was in The Music Man, Matthew Broderick. Thank you.
Brad Hefner's arch nemesis, Matthew Broderick.
Oh
yes.
Are you
Matthew Broderick killed 2 women in Ireland in a car crash.
Oh, nice. Good for him. That was it with the car that he took from his dad?
Yeah, Aubyn. He took Cameron's car. So he drove it to Ireland and murdered.
So Ferris Bueller's Day Off is actually an autobiography. It's a biopic, if you will.
An auto.
Oh, there it is. There it
People
is.
are dead, and he's never apologized for made restitution. He's a bad person, and he shouldn't have a career.
Does this not look like Adam Sandler in the pixels?
It does a bit. I can see that.
That I buy.
Because I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, I know what the answer is supposed to be, but this really looks like Adam Sandler. Like a young, like a big Adam Sandler from that movie when, it's just like, or not big, but what's the one
from his Cosby Show days?
The little boy. What was that movie where he's the dad to the kid?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Big is the Tom something movie.
Tom Hanks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Shaylin, if you said something, you were muted, so we did not hear what you said.
I realized that after I said it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just cut it off. Nobody noticed.
I did. I'm sorry.
And yes,
I was paying attention. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. Well, at the end of question number 8, the score is 7-6, I believe. Is that? No. I'm sorry, 8-7. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Billy is in the lead. He has not missed a question, so I'm very intrigued to see if that will stay through the rest of the show. Brad? You look like you were boiling a little bit over there.
You want me to put a promo? I feel like I'm being set up for something.
No, I'm just always looking for my. I'm always looking for my transition point. So. And on that note, we're going to move right along. We're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsor, Anchor. We'll be right back in just a second. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. We are so glad to have you here. Thank you for continuing this wonderful episode of You Think You Know Movie Posters. The score currently is 8-7 with our good friend Billy Martel in the lead over Brad Heffner. We're going to pick up with the show right away. Keep moving with the last 7 questions of the traditional You Think You Know round before we get to the bonus, and I will tell you how that works in just a moment. So we're going to move right along with poster number 9. Gentlemen, how are we feeling after the first half of the show?
Angry,
Excuse me.
hurt, ashamed, humiliated.
So you're having a great time. So you're having a fantastic time.
Yeah.
I'm
glad that.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I just want to clarify that the only reason why Brad is even slightly behind here is because he didn't know the poster to a truly awful movie. So I don't think Brad has any reason to feel bad.
That's right, Brad. Don't feel too bad. You'll get your chance here. In fact, you have another chance right now.
You know what? You guys telling me not to feel bad made me not feel bad.
I think people should really just follow the advice more.
It finally worked.
Anytime you're upset, you need to take a page from Book of Mormon and shove it all in a little tiny box and crush it. And problem solved.
Turn it off like a light switch.
Bottle it up.
That's it. And it's done. Moving right along. Poster.
Pickle, liquor. Why not bottle things?
Alrighty, and we're moving on. Question number 9, post number 9. Here we go.
What about it?
Brad, this might be your chance here. Billy, you feeling confident with this one? Ah, dang, I thought we had him.
Didn't catch my subtle joke.
No, I caught it.
No, I knew Brad caught it. Aubyn didn't. Aubyn thought he'd
I
stop.
don't know that Aubyn's familiar with that song.
No.
Oh man. Okay.
Probably not is the best answer.
You don't have to be. It's not the best song in the world.
We'll sing it.
Welcome back, Cheney. Thanks for switching. That was. Thank you. Please, this is the time when we offer our guests the ability to. This is the sing-along portion. So, movie soundtrack. We can't legally play.
Oh,
the
it's
movie
not from
soundtrack.
the soundtrack. It's
okay, good.
It's from a one-hit wonder about 50 to 60 years after it.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, before we get to the sing-along portion, Shaylin, can you tell us the breakdown of the answers? What are we looking like?
So we have 50% breakfast at Tiffany's with a lowercase n.
Ooh.
Then our other 50% was breakfast at Tiffany's with a capital N.
Well,
we're really split.
We're
technically, I think the lowercase a is more correct.
Yes, it would be.
That was not my answer, so we're not going to say that. Cut that
all right, the correct answer is.
So, Aubyn, you're not familiar with. And I said, "What about breakfast at Tiffany?" She said, "Remember the film?" And as I said, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, "Well, that's one thing we got." Not familiar?
Gotta have the guitar solo. I have most definitely heard that portion, and nothing else.
Okay, that's what most people are familiar with.
You really do not have to listen to it. It's. I love the song, but it's a one-hit wonder for a reason.
And that is like that. So let's see if this movie on the next poster is also a one-hit wonder. I actually do like this movie a lot. So let's see if you get this one. I don't think it's that hard. Moving on to poster number 10. Coming at you. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Or at least I did as a child watching it. Why I was watching this movie as a child, I truly don't know.
It feels like at least your dad would have had a pretty tight hand on what you watched as a child.
Yeah, so I definitely didn't watch it at home would be the answer.
Oh, you went out to
I
the
don't know. Yeah. The shack behind my house with all the electricity. We, I was definitely watching
one of those nice hobo flop houses.
Me and the homies under the bridge. We like to. For whatever reason, this was the movie that we all decided that we were going to turn on for a good time.
My favorite scene in Boys in the Hood is when they all go to Blockbuster and they run Edward Scissorhands. And they're just having a grand old time.
There's nothing about an accidental murder and loving someone with scissors for hands that really pulls on the heartstrings. So there's really nothing like it. Shaylin, as Brad has already spoiled the movie for us, what were the answers that were submitted?
For some reason, it split our answers into two. So it's 50% at Edward Scissorhands, and then another 50% at Edward Scissorhands. I don't see any spelling differences. And Cheney says Edward Scissorhands.
as one would, you know. Oh my gosh!
And then that person's back.
I know. They keep bringing different users. It's really great.
Oh, are they?
Well, we're getting spammed in our comments by.
I was wondering if what they were saying was inappropriate, because if it were appropriate, we would be seeing it. So I assume all like dirty talk.
It's just spam. It's Naked HD. We'll satisfy your wishes online with a bunch of random emojis.
Ooh, maybe we should. There are 2 sponsors for this episode, people.
And we'll be right back.
And we're back. All right. Well, moving right along, the correct answer to that one was, of course, Edward Scissorhands. We're going to move right along with poster number 11. Okay, Cheney. That's a good point, though. That is a great point. All right, moving on to number 11. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Did you like Free Guy but want a movie that doesn't suck?
Hey, maybe Aubyn liked Free Guy.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
I enjoyed Free Guy.
I
took it.
To bring our Free Guy crusade to Aubyn.
I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, it's not going to blow anyone out of the water. No. But it certainly is a movie. It is a movie. Number one,
middle ground. We found the place, and it
occupied 2.5 hours of a what otherwise be classified as an incredibly boring day. So Cheney has not seen this movie that we'll cover in a second, but he wants you to know that you have to watch it.
Cheney really enjoys Free Guy.
He loves. Well, Cheney adores Ryan Reynolds. So anything that he does.
I'm sorry.
That's the game movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I will say Channing Tatum's scene in the movie had me rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh yeah, Channing Tatum was great.
Yeah.
All right, so Shaylin, hit us with the breakdown for this one. Jim Carrey classic.
Truman Show and The Truman Show.
The correct answer, of course, is
The Truman Show. I wrote Truman Show, and then I was like, maybe I can be more correct. I'm going to say The Truman Show.
To be fair, the correct title of the movie is The Truman Show. So to be fair,
I'm giving points to all of them.
Shaylin is giving the points, so Shaylin says you're safe. You missed your article, but it's still the same movie. So now someone has to make the movie called Truman Show. Ah, yes. Coincidentally, speaking of Peter Parker, this next movie has nothing to do with him. So here we go with poster number 12. Billy's still in the lead. We gotta find something to mess him up. Let's see if this next one is it. Here you go. Oh. I don't think it's.
You're right. Peter Parker does have nothing to do with it. I thought maybe that was a fake out, but it was just a really good segue.
As odd as this movie is, it does not feature Peter Parker.
As most odd movies do.
Or don't. Alrighty, time is up. Shaylin, what's your breakdown?
100% Black Swan.
100% Black Swan is absolutely the correct answer. That the scene of Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis will forever live in My mind. All right, moving on to question
That's
number 13.
good. No, it seems like you don't want to talk about that, but it seems like maybe we should.
It would be. It would
I think we need
be.
to spend more time on this.
Yeah, we probably should, but we're not going to. So we're gonna go right along to number 13.
Let's do it.
And let's see how you do with the next poster. Here we go. Oh, they're back. They're back with another one. The best girls in the world this time, though. So
The best girl in the world?
Holy shit!
our spam.
This
Our
is a
spam
person
right
I have to meet.
What if it's for real, though?
It's funny because
I
I just
know.
I block the user, and then they take the time to come back with another
That's how
spam
good
post.
this girl is. That's how much the best they are.
Somebody's really got to find her because we're missing out somehow, some way. Alrighty, time is up. Oh, look at that, Cheney. Beautiful.
Shady!
Oh.
My friend Ruby!
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Aubyn,
All right. Yes, baby.
you had
Well, I was just waiting for Cheney to finish so I could respond with the cap or, any of those things because I have the best girl in the world. So that is both inaccurate, as is my speech. So let's see the breakdown. Shaylin, what do we got as the answers?
100% Lincoln.
100% Lincoln is the correct answer.
This is a movie where you're going to watch James Spader carve a wooden duck.
I couldn't ask for anything more, Brad. I've been,
Don't recall
in fact,
that part of the movie.
in all 25 years of my life, I have been looking for that exact film. So thank you for telling me where to find it.
I saw Lincoln in the theater, and my favorite thing was that James Spader was carving a wooden duck. And that Lincoln freed the slaves, technically just in the South, but still a triumph.
Well, the Emancipation Proclamation, Juneteenth.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing. I'm for it.
Well,
Hot takes with Brad.
Hot Takes with Brad. That's our segment title. It's going up here. All right, moving on to poster number 14. Let's see how you do with this one. 30 seconds on the clock. I think we
Watch
might
this
have
at least once a year.
Oh, wow. It's a lot more.
Really?
than I
You like it that
expected.
much?
I've heard great things.
It's
a fine film. It's just
it's part of the annual Halloween circuit. It's like one of those
okay.
one of those 31 movies we hit every year.
5 seconds remaining. What is this movie?
What is it?
All right, Shaylin.
100% Zombieland, and then Zombieland Heat. I haven't seen that one.
That's the sequel.
Zombieland Heat.
It's actually the prequel, Zombieland Heat, and then you get Zombieland, and then you get Zombieland Frozen.
And Robert De Niro
Yeah, exactly. Zombieland Heat with Al Pacino and Robert. Exactly.
Well, see, I was thinking
Kilmer,
Melissa McCarthy and Sandra
Ray,
Bullock, but to each their
okay.
own. All right, Zombieland is the correct answer. And we're going to keep it pushing to the last question. Poster number 15. Let's see if Billy can get his perfect score. And I truly don't doubt he will. So here we go.
Oh.
Now the question is, will I be able to spell this?
You are dealing with a couple teachers here, Cheney, so I guess that is how it be.
An English
Especially one who's an English teacher and one who is certified in English and hopes to never have to do it. Unless the job is right, because then I'll do it, absolutely, and I'll be happy about it. 10 seconds?
Who asked?
Come on, Cheney.
Cheney?
No, I think he really is genuinely confused about what this movie is. I think I would even be able to get this one, and I don't know movies. I would also, Billy, not be able to spell it correctly. Because I believe it's French.
Over the E, but I spelled it correctly.
Well, if you didn't do that part, I'm sorry. It might not be correct. But then again, I'm not going to be able to pronounce the movie's title correctly because I don't speak French. So, Shaylin, let's hear the breakdown. Let's see what the answers are.
They all said 100% Amelie.
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 Mm-hmm.
From the
Which
great
is-
Black Eyed Peas song, Amelie, 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 Amelie,
Just
Amelie.
gotta-
Did you kick him?
Billy's on timeout. He will be back momentarily. He just had to go just for a minute.
Man, I wish I could do that on our show.
You're back. It's okay.
You sent me somewhere cold and dark.
Was it
Oh, you
Zombieland
sent-
Frozen or okay? All right.
Sent me to the
Well, welcome back,
cornfield.
Billy. So happy to have you here with your perfect score. Someone. Cheney has voted.
Oh,
for your
you've made
ban.
powerful enemies this day, my friend.
Oh man. You make fun of one Ryan Reynolds movie and you make enemies for life.
No, it was
Well,
this
I
Black Eyed
really
Peas thing that
think it was the
don't
Black Eyed
understand.
Peas reference that really ruined.
Oh, was the Black Eyed Peas problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
The
Okay.
slander of the Black.
Kid.
I mean, they deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, possibly lauded higher than like Michael Jackson. So the slander of a Black Eyed Peas is really unappreciated on this podcast. So we're just gonna need to just mitigate that for a moment if you can. Please, no one quote that. I just said those words.
no,
because I think I will be burning in
This
in
episode is
Zombieland.
That should
already
be a
been
quote at the
documented.
top of your syllabus that you
Yes.
hand out every year.
This
Absolutely.
episode has already been documented in the Library of Congress, so you can start.
One could only hope. All right, so Billy with a perfect score. Brad, you're right behind him at the 14 out of 15. This is your chance, Brad, to end with a perfect score, however. So this is the bonus round, okay? You get one chance at one more poster, okay? Now this is going to work a little bit this is going to work a little bit differently than the traditional round. We'll see Cheney's comment. Black Eyed Peas crossed the line after he very much stepped on it during the Ryan Reynolds. So we'll see if you can work your way back into our good graces here, Billy. So
I
here's
can't
how.
find this child anywhere. Like, hey, Billy, do you want to do my friend Aubyn's thing? Which is not exactly how it happened, but it's how I'm saying it happened.
Right,
And
yeah.
he's like, sure. And I'm like, are you going to behave? Are you going to call Ryan Reynolds? Are you going to bring up the Black Eyed Peas? He's like, no, I won't do any of those things.
The real question, though,
Here we are.
is the real question is, did we know he was about that hustle?
No, because when Billy and I first formally met, I immediately told him about my friend who was killed by a cop. So he did not have time to mention hustle.
I can
Yeah.
see how that would be a hindrance in that case.
Before I had any chance to speak, I was just about to say I'm all about the hustle and just like, excuse me, I need to tell you about this.
And,
Oh,
and,
I
your,
thought
and your response was simply, I may or may not have scoliosis. Does that change your mind?
I took out some calipers. I was checking his spine. But I know Billy, and
Oh,
Billy's one of
gosh.
my best friends, and I can confidently say he is not all about that hustle.
Ah, that is a
I think that's accurate. I'll cop to that. I'll cop to that.
All right.
Put it
well,
on his
let's-
tombstone. Not about that hustle.
Not
Not
about that
about it.
hustle.
I'm not about it.
Well, let's see, Brad, if you are about that hustle in this next question. Here's the bonus question. So let me tell you how the bonus works, because it's going to work a little bit differently. Your opportunity or crowd per is over, so thank you for playing along there. This next message will have to come to me directly. So you will each have to DM me with your answer. And the bonus round works a little bit differently because you will only have 15 seconds to look at the image and tell me what the movie is. You will not have the full 30. So I'm going to throw a poster up on the screen, and you are going to have to tell me what that poster is in 15 seconds. My DMs are open, so please make sure you send your message there with the bonus
Hold on.
question.
What medium do you want us to DM you through?
However you have me on
Okay.
whatever social media you have me on. Brad, you have my
Do
phone
you
number.
have him on anything?
I have him on Facebook.
Okay,
That'll
I'm
work.
gonna message him through Facebook too.
There we go. Just don't send it in the same chat.
Yeah,
No.
no, I won't.
All right, perfect. Here we go. 15 seconds is on the clock. The poster is this.
Oh,
Oh wait.
Oh,
It
you
is the-
asshole.
It is the bonus for a reason. Just saying. A little bit harder. 15 seconds.
I have no clue.
All right. Time is up. Billy has submitted an answer. Brad, do you have an answer?
No.
Not even
No,
a guess.
No clue.
Well, I will tell Cheney, this one is good. You might be right. You might be right. I don't, Thank you for. I think that's this question. I believe is what you're talking about. I did try. In retrospect, I probably should have done this to everything else because it would have made it a little bit harder. But this movie, and Billy has not only exceeded his 15 for 15 perfect score, but he has also got the bonus right. So for the first time in the history of You Think You Know, we have an exceedingly perfect score with a 16 out of 15. Mr. Billy Martel. The correct answer, Brad, you're going to be very disappointed that you did not answer Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was
cigarette, short black hair.
Tarantino is much bigger in my development and my history in life than it is for Billy.
Mhm.
So this one, yeah, no.
That one really.
I guess
hit
this
you right
was. Can Shaylin go feed Otis and Gus?
there. Yes. You can. Thank you so much, Shaylin.
Yeah, no, it was Lincoln. Quentin Tarantino's Lincoln. Which is just 2.5 hours of an excuse for him to say the N-word.
Well, to be fair, Lincoln might have said it if he was in a car crash.
Oh,
So,
reference to
the callbacks to
off-camera
the
conversations.
callbacks to the conversations that they have nothing about are absolutely the best kind.
now I'm just picturing Lincoln in like a Benz, like doing 160 along the Pacific Coast Highway and just like murdering somebody like Matthew Broderick.
Now you should have put him in the car so Matthew Broderick has an alibi so that he wasn't the one.
Yeah, that was Matthew Broderick's alibi, as Abraham Lincoln did. And everyone in Ireland was like, "Are you bananas?"
Oh my gosh.
Matthew Broderick was driving along, and then Abraham Lincoln suddenly teleported into the car, forced a whole bunch of alcohol down his throat, intentionally drove and caused the accident, said, "No one will ever believe you," and then vanished into pixie dust.
I thought that was Back to the Future 3. Wasn't that the plot line?
You know what? I haven't seen the film, but that sounds right.
That just feels right on a gut level.
It did.
Right.
It felt right to me as well.
Yeah.
Aubyn, thank you
Yes.
so much for having us on.
No,
sir.
this has been. Oh, babe, you're back. Welcome back. This has been another phenomenal episode. Thank you so much to the 1000 Wives of Weird podcast, Billy and Brad. Thank you for joining us. This has been great. I cannot wait for the next episode and
Absolutely.
the next 2 episodes, actually, because I remember I've got the tagline episode that I now have to go scour the internet for, which I'm very excited for. So, without further ado, this has been another episode of You Think You Know. Please make sure to follow us on all of our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, the Afro Latinos podcast everywhere. Follow our friends of the podcast. Please tell us where they can find your show so that we can get to those 1,000
We
watches.
have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter. We are on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, a lot of podcast platforms. We are
YouTube.
also on YouTube. There's a bit of a delay. Not all our episodes are on YouTube, but I'm working on it.
We're
I'm
getting
just
there.
one man.
Working our way up to the 1,000.
Yeah, no, it's if you like listening to two white people just drone on about a movie you haven't seen, our podcast is wonderful.
And I will say that Brad's voice is just impeccable, and I would listen to him.
thank
I would listen to him read me the ABCs all day. So
I can come over to your house if you want me to. Like,
sure, I'll send you the address to talk me to sleep at night. It'd be great.
like a sleep paralysis demon just in the corner of your room. Like,
as long as you're still not reading when I wake up, because when I wake up and I hear your voice in the dark, I will be terrified. It will be as if
we dated. I know. Be gone before you wake up.
It will be as frightening and terrifying as I imagine it would be to encounter Christian Bale's Batman in the evening in any type of dark circumstance. Because
swear to me,
I'm here to help you. No, you're not. Yeah. I'm okay. You're gonna let me die, Batman. Leave me right here, because you are going to kidnap me. I do not trust. I do not trust this voice to come and save me. Where is he?
Do you trust this voice to come and save you, Aubyn?
Absolutely anytime, Brad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of You Think You Know. Thank you again to the 1000 Wives is Weird for pulling up on the show. This has been your co-host, Aubyn.
No, your mic's not on.
This has been another episode of You Think You Know. Good night, everybody.